Today I'll try and give you all my advice when it comes to building a base on Minecraft Anarchy. A lot of these ideas can also be used elsewhere in Minecraft. Just so you know, I can be a reliable advisor. I've played Minecraft for 9 years and Anarchy for almost 5 years. These are not tips for stuff such as a spawn base or backup vault, however you can kind of use them for those types of builds. I'll be focusing on the highest value of bases where people just want to give it their all. I'd also like to give credit to Doting Winner 14 for the inspiration to create this video. His original video on this topic is in the description. Right from the very beginning, you have to decide which server to pick. You want a server where it's fair for everyone, where one person isn't going to just teleport to you 2 weeks after construction has started just to grief. You also want to make sure you have no other flaws in account security or other ways people could find you other than looking for your base in-game. Okay, now you've picked a server where you feel it's fair and worth your time. You've just started at spawn. The next thing you want to do is pick where you want to base. On average, most players will head to positive or negative quadrants. I suggest choosing the other two quadrants. Assume you won't and don't need a dupe. This mentality is key. Now you have to pick a location. Since you don't have a dupe, you will have a more limited range of items you can use. Think about the type of area you want to base in. I usually prefer a plains or birch forest. Once you've decided on what type of area you want to base in, you want to find that area with fairly close resource biomes. These are mesas, deserts, ice spikes, mushroom islands, and tall spruce forests. Without a dupe, you'll be heading to these biomes regularly. When you start searching for your base spot, start as far out as you're willing to go. 8 million to 25 million blocks away will keep you away from the average base hunter. So now you're all set, you know where you want to live and have already done most of the prep work. Before starting your journey, get yourself set up with plenty of food and pickaxes and head out. Find which coordinate is the longest and take that highway. Once you've reached that coordinate, it'll be time to head off the highway. This is going to be the biggest flaw in hiding your base. Dig to open land and make sure to place every block back exactly how it was. Leave no signs anyone was there. Wherever you walk, you will leave a chunk trail. So if someone were to dig out a few blocks on the highway, they would know someone broke off into that direction. There are methods to not leaving a chunk trail, but they're very difficult to do. The chances of someone finding your exact chunk trail is very slim. For example, I left a chunk trail to Anarchy, which was only 2 million blocks out. That's only a 250,000 block stretch search area on the Nether Highway, but the base was never found through the chunk trail. I've never lost a base to a chunk trail before. Now that you're off the highway, head to your base location on land or on lava. If you're still worried about the chunk trail, walk really far past your base location and or branch off into new direction. If you're very worried about a chunk trail, you can go the extra mile and stop the Nether chunk trail at a decoy base. Keep a map of where to travel in case you want to invite others. A quick side note, your gut knows who is safe to invite, so don't go around asking random people you don't know. Chances are they wouldn't even have the same motivation as you. All the prep work has been finished, you've arrived at and secured your base location, you've also proven to yourself you're serious about this. Take breaks, this motivation won't last forever. A guideline I'm suggesting is to set up everything essential first. Don't start constructing a city, start your mine, storage room, farms you'll need in order, mega furnace, and anything else you'll know you'll need. Have a rough idea in your head of how the base will look. Will there be a color theme, certain architecture to follow? How will you get around? How will that method of getting around look? Give these all a lot of thought before building them, unless your base is meant to be styled as impulsive. You've constructed all the essentials now and maybe a few decorative builds here and there for fun. There is a tool you've probably heard of, Schematica. With it, you can make blueprints of builds and create them a lot easier in your base. If you are a player who likes to build freehand, this mod is not for you. Building freehand, however, will not give you the same results you may be expecting. I've used Schematica when it would be more efficient in the long run. I would design most of my builds in single player, take a blueprint, and build it into the base. Using Schematica to steal builds can be looked down upon because it's not your creativity. However, if you are taking someone else's build and modifying it like I had to, I believe that's okay to an extent. Using Schematica to strictly take someone else's build and put it right into your own work is not a good choice. I am guilty of this. There have been days where I was bored out of my mind and had a huge creative block. The solution I found to this is to create something big, plain, and pointless instead. the creative block will pass and you wouldn't have taken anyone else's work. Use Schematica like you were building in the real world. You wouldn't stack bricks impulsively hoping it looks good. Design it on paper, and when you're ready, then build it. And have fun. Build what you want. It's just Minecraft in the end. Make a plan, stick to it, get involved in the community, just have a good time. Don't do anything to jeopardize your base, like sharing pictures before it's finished. Make sure you're always typing in the right area when discussing private information. Again, don't invite random people, and just do what you feel is right. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's my advice I can give you. Have a good day.